What's going on, guys? The Beard here, driving home from Florida. And this is one of my favorite parts of the drive, by far. We are in Virginia. And these guys are just enjoying doing nothing while Dad does all the work. But look at these mountains. So I used to drive 95 to Florida. I go about twice a year at least. I have family down there. And one of my family friends asked me how I drive, and I said, we always take 95. We hate it. We hate traffic in Virginia. Richmond, Virginia was the worst, but we'd hit DC, Baltimore traffic. It would always be horrible. It'd be an extra like 1 hour to 3 hours sometimes of extra driving because of traffic. And she said, why don't you take 81? And I wish I did it sooner. Like, look at these views. When you drive down 95, it's just super boring. All you see is stop for Pedro at south of the border billboards, and for miles and miles, it's just exits. It's dreary, it's gross. Again, it's winter here, so like there's no foliage on the trees for the most part, but the landscape is just gorgeous. It keeps me a lot more awake driving just because it's beautiful scenery. Talk about God's land here. Like, look at that mountain. It almost looks blue. That's why they call it the Blue Mountains. But it's just a gorgeous drive. It's all downhill on the way down to Florida. It's just a great drive. You can get out, stretch your legs, get a good view, and it just helps you kind of reset your mind. It's a little bit easier of a trip taking 81, and you're not worrying about as much traffic. There are a lot of semi trucks, but you're gonna hit that on 95 anyway. But yeah, if you're going down to Florida, again, I overnight in Charlotte. I think it's only an extra 90 miles on your trip versus taking the 95 all the way. But you usually make up for that time because you're not hitting traffic. So that's my little tip of the day for traveling down to Florida. Again, look at this view. It's beautiful. And if you're doing it during the summer, you know, it's lots of bright green trees. If you do it during the fall, man, it is spectacular. It's absolutely beautiful here. I know a lot of people come down here and stay for the weekend in the Blue Mountains. There's a lot of resorts and hotels. There's tons of hiking. There's tons of kayaking. There's all kinds of stuff. You definitely want to be careful of cougars. I mean, there's just cougars everywhere. There were a lot of cougars in Florida while I was there. But, you know, I survived. I got bit once. But she was young. She didn't have any cubs yet. She was a little aggressive, but it's okay. So I'm outside of Roanoke. I believe that's how you say it. But yeah, look at this view. Make sure you do a trip down this way if you can. Comment down below on how you drive Florida or what your favorite scenery drive is for a road trip. I want to know. And if you comment down below, maybe I will actually do a video go on a trip there.